Why ownership can be a death sentence to your business and your partnership. We are all in a process of creating and building all the time, whether we're thinking about it or not. When you are in a partnership, you are building together. Sometimes you're managing together, sometimes you're just getting by together, but you're building together. And the truth is, the fastest way to kill something that you're building, something really beautiful and really special, is to own it. Welcome to another episode of Rich in Relationship, and I'm your host, Rich Heller. And today, we're here to talk about how to not waste it. Don't waste it. What is it we're not wasting? We are not wasting what we are building. What we're building for ourselves, what we're building with our partner. It's my partner today. What do you want from me? I haven't got one in the room with me. We're building in our community. Right? We are all in a process of creating and building all the time, whether we're thinking about it or not. When you are in a partnership, you are building together. Sometimes you're managing together, sometimes you're just getting by together, but you're building together. And the truth is, the fastest way to kill something that you're building, something really beautiful and really special, is to own it. You know, when I got out of college, I could not get a job. I got out during a recession. And so I started a business because I come from entrepreneurial blood, and I went into business on my own, and I just wanted to eat, honestly. Like, I just needed money. And I hit a point with that business where it was making some really good money. Like, I started looking at my income versus the other people I went to school with, and I went to a good school. They had some good jobs, let me tell you. And I was making more than them. And not only was I making more than them, but I had the potential to make so much more. And somehow, in that moment, I went from just having fun, from enjoying what I was doing, from learning and growing, from building something, to owning it. I gave it a name. I incorporated it. It was mine. I was the only shareholder. And something like narrowed in my field of vision when I did that. It didn't kill it, it kind of smothered it a little. And I didn't know what to do with, so I reached out, and my mom was in a similar business, and so we put our businesses together, and suddenly I was liberated again. I was free, right? Because I was no longer the owner. We were in business together. We had a partnership, my mom and I. The problem there was sometimes we weren't sure who was the owner, who was in charge, and there was, maybe a little jockeying for position. We did our best to stay in our lanes and to avoid son-child feuding that might come up in the business, but there was a lot of other stuff that happened, and my mom decided she was going to retire, and she stepped out and left me with the business, which was really generous of her, by the way. But within a few months of her stepping out of the business, I realized I'm the owner again. So I immediately my field of vision narrowed. And then guess what? Even though I'd come out of a recession and started this business, and my business had blossomed, this is the 80s, we hit a point in the 80s where guess what? The bottom fell out again. Hit a recession, war, that kind of thing. And our clients didn't want to pay the money that they used to pay. And they were wondering, hey, by the way, what happened to your mom? Like, didn't she used to kind of run things? And you're awfully young, but I owned it. And it became like a burden to me. It was no longer a creative, fun, juicy experience. I was trying to make payroll. I was making sure that we paid the bills. I was making sure that there was food on my family's table because I owned it. And so what I'm telling you here is ownership is a double-edged sword. It can feel very empowering. Look at what I did. But just like the Gollum in Lord of the Rings, Gollum, he had the ring, my precious ring, my precious, precious. When we own something, it becomes our precious. And when you're in a partnership and the two of you are owning a precious together, two Gollums cannot survive in the same room. Ownership drives a need to control. When we own something, there's a specific outcome that we want. That need to control and get that outcome kills the creative process, because creativity is born in differences, not hostile differences, but like, what if we did it this way? What if we did it that way? What's strong about this approach? What's strong about that approach? What are the needs that are met by each approach? How do they fit in with what we're creating here? Hey, maybe we could take a little from this approach and a little from that approach and create something different, something new. That can only happen in an ecology of stewardship. I wish I could find a better word for this, because stewardship to me, in my listening, I hear stewardship, I hear Jimmy Stewart, reliable, shows up, takes care of things, does the right thing. But I want a more creative energy. Stewardship also involves creativity. It involves vibrancy. It involves energy. We'll make up a new word for this in another episode. For now, we're gonna call it stewardship. This energy of stewardship is, here's this thing that me and my partner, me and my mom, me and my wife in another case, are building together, and it's making a difference. When the next recession came, my wife and I were building a sustainable landscape business that specialized in green roofs. Nobody else was doing it. Everybody else was trying to get by, and we were doing something completely new and unheard of. And we were excited about it because we were making a difference. It wasn't mine anymore. It was a thing that we were doing. I wanted to create a business that was going to be self-sustaining and didn't need me anymore. I might own a part of it. I might own all the stock, but I don't own the concept. I don't own the business, and it doesn't own me, right? The problem with ownership is when we own something, it owns us. It brings out the Gollum. But at that business, I was stewarding. And that's where we want to be in our lives. In our partnership together, we want to be creative stewards. And when difference comes up, instead of saying, no, it's mine and I know how to fix it, we want to say, this thing we're stewarding creatively together, it's making a difference in the world, it's making a difference to us, it's making a difference to our family. That's the place we want to be with this. So the moral of the story, my friends, is, though it's okay to own things, ownership is a very small boat. It's not a ship. Owner boat. It's a very small boat. Stewardship is a massive aircraft carrier of a ship with lots of opportunities, creative openings. That's where we want to go individually and in our partnership. All right, we are creating and stewarding together. Hey, if you like what you're hearing here, share it, subscribe now. Bring your relationship alive so that you are living rich in relationship today. I'm Rich Heller signing out. Have an amazing day and a fantastic tomorrow.